They're often referred to as the way of the future, aren't they? The vehicles we will all be driving one day, electric cars. But thanks to a new agreement, that day could come a lot sooner than we think, Layla.
Yep, one of the world's largest electric vehicle companies, BYD, has partnered with Australian company Nextport to deliver a range of affordable electric passenger cars to Aussie commuters. And joining us now with a first look at some of the cars is Joshua Darling from caradvice.com.au. Josh, who are BYD and why is this so significant?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So BYD, as you said, is one of China's biggest electric car makers. They've actually been in Australia for about 5 years, but with about 5 taxis running around the streets of Sydney. But from the end of this year, for the first time, the public will be able to buy these cars.
Who are the other players in the market?
So the biggest, well, BYD will be the 4th biggest Chinese car company to turn up in Australia. So after MG, LDV and Great Wall. And in fact, Chinese car sales last year increased by 70% in a market that declined by 11%. And just last month, Australians bought more cars from China than Germany and the USA for the first time in our automotive history.
Those Teslas I've seen driving around are something special, but they're just a bit out of reach for most people, aren't they? So these ones, though, they're a bit more affordable. Anybody could sort of buy one?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, the cheapest electric cars on sale in Australia start from about $43,000 and stretch to $60,000. That's MG, Nissan and Hyundai. And then you've got the luxury sector. So you mentioned Tesla. There's also Audi, BMW, Mercedes and Jaguar. They're all well in excess of $100,000. The big challenge is trying to get the cost of these cars down. So even the cheapest electric car on sale in Australia today is more than double the price of Australia's cheapest car. So I think it's going to be about 5 years before we get an electric car down into that $20,000 bracket, but they're certainly working hard on it.
I think Elon Musk has made more out of Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks than he's made out of Tesla. Do we have the infrastructure to support a massive uptake in these cars yet?
Yeah, really good question. So there's a lot of debate about infrastructure, but the reality is most owners of electric cars charge their cars at home and charge their cars at work. So this debate about trying to use taxpayer funds to get more infrastructure out there, I think is a bit misguided, because who's going to sit on the side of the road for 8 to 24 hours to charge their car? People aren't driving from Sydney to Melbourne in electric cars.
No, but what are some of the other things that people have to be wary of?
So range is one factor, and as we said, obviously people are aware that the limitations. At the moment you can get 200 or 300 kilometres out of a car. The aim is to get 500 or 700 kilometres out of a single charge, which is more than a lot of petrol cars, to be honest. The other unknown is we just don't know what the resale value of electric cars is going to be like in 5 to 10 years, because these cars are described as back when mobile phones were the size of a briefcase, and now a mobile phone fits in the palm of your hand. So if that's the case, then the resale value of these could take a dive.
Yeah,
right, that is something to worry about.
I'm not going to partake in the electric. I'm very happy with my V8 Land Cruiser. Doing my bit for the environment.
Yeah, exactly. The planet thanks you, Karl.
It does, every day.